This is the Simpit. I'm your host, Shaun Cole, and welcome to today's edition of the Pit Stop, where you, the pit crew, you are the real star today show, because we are here to just talk about sim racing. What's going on in sim racing? What's going on in the world of motorsport, esport, and all the things that we like to pay attention to. And that could be the improvement of our products, new games, who knows? There's so much to talk about. But I will say, we are in our holiday stride, I'm going to call it. Right now, it's kind of a different time of year. A lot of people are already on vacation. Companies have already shut down, their advertising or marketing departments. So the news is more of a trickle than it can be at other times of year. The other thing above is we are missing Mr. Thawman. Mr. Thawman, the best reporter in sim racing, honestly. Responsible for at least half the things that we talk about. Without him, I do feel naked. I see people saying cover. I'm missing my cover right now. Anyway, we are here for a hump day edition of the Pit Stop. And of course, if you look at your calendar and you count Wednesdays, count your hump day, it is the third hump day of the month, which means today is Hot Lap Hump Day with Ricmotech. Totally looking forward to it. Last week, I lost the lead in the points. Oh no, I lost. I don't know if I can get him back, to be honest with you, by missing the event. So today is a very big day. I have to really be on my number one effort in any hopes of returning to the top before the end of the year. And that'll be the end of the 2019 Hot Lap Hump Day edition, I'm sure. Great plans for 2020. But tonight, starting at 3 o'clock my time, we'll be on the air from 3 to 7. I'll be on the air on Twitch from 2 to 7. At 7, I'm just getting off the air. I'm going to be done. But at 2 o'clock, we'll start setting up the show. We'll be coordinating with Frank Rico of Ricmotech, coordinating with Kevin Ford of Extreme Motorsport. So we will get all that going today at about 2 on Twitch, 3 o'clock live for the Hot Lap Hump Day, which we'll talk about more at the end of the show. So, yeah, I hope all of you guys can turn out. We'll be giving the password out at the beginning of the stream, so if you want to get in, if you're part of their mailing list, I believe the email already went out, but I no idea what we're running tonight, and they didn't even know prior to yesterday because we didn't know at the trade show last week. Anyway, that's coming up. So what's going on news-wise? And, of course, without Mr. Thawman in action, you guys, you got to tell me if there's something out there that I need to know about. Hopefully I'll be able to track it down or make sure we talk about it on Friday's show. So, what's going on? iRacing. I'm at iRacing Twitter page right now. And 18 hours ago, so yesterday, they were talking about the quick look at the eNASCAR iRacing Pro Series. The top 20 clinch scenarios. The top 20 clinch scenarios heading into tonight's race at Homestead. So it's showing the top drivers and what position they need to finish in to secure one of those top 20, those very precious top 20 spots. Those are the guys who are going to move up into the Peak Antifreeze Series. Who goes on to win? Our buddy Ray Alfalla. That's right. Ray Alfalla wins Homestead. And also secures his spot. There was a full write-up if you go to the iRacing news section. Nathan Lyon won the battle, but Ray Alfalla won the war on Tuesday night as the eNASCAR iRacing Pro Series wrapped up its 2019 season at Homestead. So I'm not sure if you guys got to watch the race, but in the end, 20 drivers secured their spot. So here is the list, 1 through 20, of the guys who were not in the Peak Antifreeze Series. And if you think about it, there's some really big names here. And whether they just fell out, were on that bottom 20 and got dropped to the Pro Series, or they took a season off. But big names. Let's Ray Alfalla, obviously Nathan Lyon, who won that. John Gorlinski, Bob Bryant. I'm just looking through real quick. Jeremy Allen. I'm looking at some big names I know. Brian Schoenberg. He lives not very far from me even. Chris Shearburn, Chris Overland, Steve Sheehan. So these are some big names that are going to be back up into the Pro Series, the Peak Antifreeze Series for next season. And that puts them, all these guys, John, all these guys are now in the Peak Antifreeze for next season. And the bottom 20 from last year's will be dropped down to the Pro Series, so to speak. Anyway, that's cool news. Other cool news, Assetto Corsa Competizione Racers Hotfix version 1.2.1 is available to download now on Steam. You know, Assetto's one of those games that maybe you got it, you played it, maybe you still play it, but maybe for some of you, you stopped playing it. But, you know, there are updates going on behind the scenes, and that improves the game over time. Our sims are evolution sims. This is a hot fix to the 1.2 update. Might be time to fire that one back up. Get out there and see what you think of Assetto Corsa Competizione once again. Certainly a perfect excuse. If, you know, during the holidays, you're all going to have some time. Killing time is what I think of it sometimes. Maybe that would be a good thing for you to go do out there. The Feel VR pedals first unboxing video is newsworthy. Do you have a link? I can try to find it. We can try to add that to Friday's show. I need a notepad when you guys have great ideas and suggestions just to make sure that I don't forget about it. 23 hours ago, by the way, is when update 1.2 came out. That brings new features, fixes, and improvements, including new custom livery editor, introduction of HDR high dynamic range, vehicle chassis flex simulation, brakeware, and more. So, yeah, like I said, it's time to fire up, download those updates, and try out Assetto Corsa Competizione if you have stepped away. Full notes are available via Steam, so if you want to see the entire notes of all of 1.2, it is pretty extensive. What is that it said about VR? VR video presets. That's good to know. Yeah, you know, they're supposed to send me things. I should, you know, where is my pad? All right, we're going to do something about that. Forgive me, guys, but this show is somewhat casual, right? I like to think so. What I need is a pad, because we already have two things, so bear with me. Check it out, Twitch, my ability to get up and walk around freely. Oh, there's a pad under here. Forgive, but, you know, I don't want to let things go. I already forgot the first idea. Feel VR. Contact Feel VR. And what was the other one we were trying to remember to do? Hey, Sim Racing 604, welcome back. You have been away for a little while. Welcome back. If anybody can remember what the first thing I was trying to remember was, please help me. But on with the show. Dirt Rally 20 hours ago, talking about the 2019 FIA World Rallycross cars are here. You can read the full story. This is via the Twitter page. You go there and it talks about, they have a little video. We'll play a video for a moment while I take a swig of coffee. So there are the World Rallycross first look from Dirt 2.0. Talking about the Peugeot 208. Audi S1, oh look at that, I like that, that's a nice car, the RX version of that, the Ford Fiesta RX-5, and some liveries, and blah, 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 so that's a big deal there on the Dirt Rally 2.0. What else? Formula One, this is pretty big, so... BSim Racing site. So I'd have to go to BSim Racing to find the link to the other. Oh, that's what it was, but that's what we're... You know what? I will try to find that, and we'll talk about it on Friday's show. But that was what I was trying to remember. Thank you very much. Okay, so we've questioned the size on certain aspects of eSport. We've questioned the return on investment for these companies and what it costs to, you know, sponsor and be a part of it, produce it, all that. Linked in the news on Discord. Okay. Okay, now, at the same time, I don't know how I feel about me promoting other people doing what I do. Does that make sense? Anyway, here is the video that is being mentioned. So this one here, Field VR Pedals Review, First Consumer Review, Better Than Fanatec, question mark, by Lawrence Dussois. And the reason I question this, that's cool. He got him. He paid for him. At the same time, this is my job. Where's my set for review? So, yeah, it's like, cool. You can go check it out. That's all I'm going to talk about that. Fair enough, right? I think so. Rallycross, Formula One. So, back to my point. Esport. Return on investment. As they propel themselves, don't be a beach. As they onward and upward for 2020, as they put it, the money. Is the money going to be there? Are people going to want to, rip the cushion, Simpit review or no buy? Exactly. Now, in everybody's defense, I also have not contacted them in a while, but, they came to my studio to, build up their backing campaign. So, hey, there you go. I think that's fair. I'm sure we got them a couple investors. Anyway, so as we consider esport for the future, as we consider it and the return on investment for the companies backing it, sponsoring it, all that kind of stuff, what went on? Well, here in the words of Codemasters, F1 2019 F1 New Balance eSport Series records largest ever audience. Right here. Total online and TV viewership numbers of 5.5 million. That's a significant amount of people watching this. That is an impressive number. I think I read somewhere else, 35-year growth, 35% growth, which is, anyway, this is, it got 169 million social media impressions, 66% growth, 27 million online video views, 35% growth of F1 esport content. So very impressive numbers, and it could be that we'll see more money and more money pour in. If they're getting these kind of numbers, then the sponsors are going to be happy, I would think. So anyway, just a little, that's F1 giving you a little idea how many people did care about the F1 2019 championship. What else? Gran Turismo Sport Update 1.53. It's on its way, bringing the addition of 7 cars, 7 GT league rounds, and of course, WeatherTech Raceway Laguna Seca. Wow, that's going to be an Assetto Corsa Competizione as well. So Laguna Seca getting around under their new management, if you follow the Laguna Seca story. But yeah, new content coming to us. There's a whole page at the GranTurismo.com page as well. Check out the cars, the Ford GT. At Laguna, there it is coming down the corkscrew. That's quite a car. That is quite a car, I will say. What else? What else in here? We've talking about quite a car. What year is this one? Oh, look at this car. 95. Oh, that's my new favorite right there. That is almost worth firing up Gran Turismo for, I have to say. My GT wheel is on loan. Oh, no. I gotta get it. That is a beautiful car. Anyway, the Toyota Crown Athlete. I don't even know that. Volkswagen Golf. If you're my age, you either owned one of these or your best friend did. There's just no way that if you're if you're somewhere between 48 and 55, there is no way you got through our world in America without you or your best friend owning that car right there. Tell me I'm wrong. Everyone had a VW GTI. Everyone. Anyway, cool stuff in Gran Turismo. Pretty substantial update. And Laguna Seca. Gotta love Laguna Seca. I'm so glad it's a track that I can actually say that I've driven. Every track I've ever driven is kind of just like, anyway, this Laguna Seca. Oh, look at the beautiful 240 right there. All right. Wreckfest, holiday update, and modified Monsters car pack out today. So this just came out yesterday, and it's $3.99. Is that what it said? It's the holiday update. Here, let's go to the images. Look at that. Oh, it's the Barbie car. Oh. This is almost... And you got the total suburban assault vehicle. The Macon Bacon car, we're going to call that one. Get it? Macon Bacon. Monster truck Beetle. So yes, this is the $3.99 modified Monsters car pack for Wreckfest that is now out. The Supra. Did I miss the Supra in that? How did I miss the Supra? This one? Ta-da! The Supra. Okay. All right, so we talked about that. Check this out. So Fanatec, Black Friday 2020, 2021, 2022, and so on. Anyway, apparently they read all their feedback on their 2019 offers, and they thought they could explain the negativity of some of the posts. Now, I didn't read it, but apparently some people were not happy with the Fanatec and expressed that, and so Fanatec has addressed that with what they're thinking of moving forward. So if you're really into Fanatec and you want to know the whole story, you can find that at fanatec.com. I mentioned it for you to check out. I'm not going to dwell on the negativity, even as they kind of did. And then this is a much better, brighter news also from Fanatec coming out. Huge upgrade for your Podium DD. Much more fidelity and faster response. So there is a software update, Beta Driver Package V352, and it's going to have reduced force feedback latency by 23%, increased resolution of the force feedback signal to 16-bit instead of 8, makes it smoother and more responsive, improved force feedback linearity. Anyway, plenty of updates. So this is a pretty substantial news story right there. I probably should have made this one of the headlines of the story. Anyway, okay. What else? What else do we have? Ricmotech Hot Lap Pump Day. Oh, what's this? Next Wednesday, the 18th, is our Hot Lap Pump Day. Yes, that's right. I know those wheels. I was playing with a lot of those wheels. But anyway, here is the official one. But I mentioned that at the beginning. So 6 to 10 o'clock Eastern Time are the official racing or hot lapping moments. I'll be live on YouTube at about 6 o'clock p.m. or Eastern or 3 p.m. Pacific. And I'll be live on Twitch about an hour before that as I begin setting up for the whole event. So we'll go live on Twitch with that behind-the-scenes look that we've been doing. So that is all going on. Please join us. Come out and do some racing with us. What else? A couple more things to talk about, and then we're going to turn in for a relatively short show today. What else? Simucube. So this is just small, but there was a little post here yesterday. Now that most essential software updates on Simucube 2 backlog are becoming finished, we will be finally focusing on Simucube 1.2. The static force reduction filter will see daylight in SC1 in the next version. So that's good news for owners of the Simucube 1 model, as they're referring to it. as they've been spending a lot of energy on that SC2 and supporting that and the software. So they are looking back to the old models as well. That's good news for you guys. What else? Dirt Rally 2.0 World Series finalist revealed. I believe we covered the story. I'm not sure if we actually had the names, but we'll go ahead and look at the finalist. So you have 6 and 6. 6 Rallycross, Daniel Johansson, Lucas Mateja, Alexander Huss, Killian Delamo, Dave Marshall, and Dorian Baptiste. Some of those names sound vaguely familiar to me, actually. And in the rally discipline, we've got Lucas Mateja, who finished in Rallycross as well, Juna Pankonen, Robin Johnson, Jose Maria Araya Rodriguez, Paul Began, and Dave Marshall, and I apologize to all of you for murdering your names, but congratulations to you on being the finalists in the Dirt Rally competition going on, the official one. What else? Spin Tires has an update, 1.4.2 now available. You'll find that on Steam as well. And this update is fix improvements for the Chernobyl DLC specific. So you can see all the updates address that particular update for you Spin Tire drivers. What else? Couple more things. This story is everywhere. It's one of those cut and paste stories of the day. Turn 10 reveals new details on Forza Motorsport 8. And the way that I can tell you that it's this, a vastly different, amazing experience. If you typed that into Google right now and didn't even type in Forza, you would come up with 100 articles right now. Because this story is just everywhere. It's the cut and paste. Literally, it went out media places, and everyone just posted the same thing over and over and over again. But you'll find it. If you do that, you want to hear about new details, and they're talking. It's going to be a vastly different and amazing experience. Forza Motorsport 8, and you can find that all over town if you want to read it for yourself. Not a lot of news in it, by the way. Just sort of some quotes. Thank you, Tim Chitwood, for sending this one in. Frosty Winter Weather Mod 2.7 or 1.36. Not sure what that is, but check out the winter. I heard the guys, Dave and Tim were both driving this last night while I was racing, and it was just kind of funny listening to them. But winter weather and environment, snow, sleet instead of rain, frosty road textures, winter daylight hours and temperatures, random cloudy, misty, and sunny weather, HDR bloom reduced, and physics option add-on available. Makes the roads just a little bit more slippery. Oh yeah, winter sale, Cranky. Thank you. You know, that's one of those news stories that Mr. Thawman was always sending in. So thank you for picking up on that, and that's very cool as well. All right, what else? Here we go. Brian Ostrike, his wife, I believe it was Brian's wife who prompted him to actually post his rig. Hold on, I'll give you a little story as we look at some photos here. Happy hump day, Shaun. Earlier this year, his wife suggested we get rid of the guest room and turn it into his gaming room and the office into her crafting workout room. Oh, nice fair trade, huh? He recently got done with the gaming room and built a temporary solution of a Deathmobile. Absolutely, look at that. Totally cool Deathmobile. I love that extended wall mount so you can pull the rig out of the way and have a normal TV setup. Well done there. A little far picture. Oh, look at that dedicated space for the man. I love it. That is awesome. That is a win-win, Brian. And there's a nice view of his Logitech wheel and junkyard seat, so to speak, and a pretty elaborate Deathmobile. That's not just a Deathmobile. I can see this has lots of adjustability on the fly if needed. It looks like you can move that wheel deck up and down very easily. Very, very nice looking rig there. Well done, Brian. Thank you for sending that in. And then just a couple more things to finish off today's show. Number one, let's go back to that Feel VR video. Field VR pedal review, first consumer review that we know of out there, and questioning, is it better than a Fanatec? Lawrence Dussault broke it down into those categories there. Intro, build quality, styling, mounting setup, software, throttle, clutch, brake, general, and did I see final thought? Yep, final thought. There you go. You'll find that at Lawrence Dussault, Dusoswa, and you can hear his thoughts on the Field VR pedals, and we will do our best to get a set of those here in the studio to do our own breakdown and tell you guys what we think of them as well. So congratulations on him and getting a set and putting out what looks like a very fine video. Well done. And then to finish things off today, I want to talk about Simpit racing. I want to talk about all the things going on in sim racing over the next 5, you heard me right, 5 consecutive days of racing. This is like 5 golden rings. Anyway, moving on. 4 turtle doves. There we go. No, anyway, starting with today, Hot Lap Pump Day, obviously. So on the air at 3, come join us. If you get in the stream, 5 first place wins. I love it, BD. Well played. So tonight, 3 o'clock my time, 6 o'clock Eastern. Join us on stream here at YouTube. We'll be giving out the password. You can participate in Ricmotech Hot Lap Pump Day. Everybody is welcome. We do not know the car and track. You just have 4 hours to get her done. So that will be good. Beyond that, Simpit racing. So I figure it's the holidays. A lot of us have time off of work, or we just need a break. So I wanted to have racing available this weekend and next weekend, starting with, tomorrow. Tomorrow is already Thursday the 19th. Can you believe it? Tomorrow night, we're going to be racing the Radicals at Laguna. Hosted room by me, passworded. So I'm going to give the password out to all of the Simpit patron team via our Discord. They're going to know it in advance. They're in for the race. The password will also be given out on the stream pending spots available. But tomorrow night, we'll be running the Radicals at Laguna for fun. Always have a good time. You're going to hear the voices of everybody in our Discord chat, talking smack, having fun during the race. It'll be great. Practice starts at 5, so we'll be live on Twitch at 5 tomorrow with that. We'll be live on YouTube at 6 with that, with qualifying at 6, and the race time actually is at about 6:10. Followed by Friday. Here, let's go to the individual photos. So yes, tomorrow night, we've got those Radicals at Laguna coming up. Should be a lot of fun. It will be a lot of fun, I guarantee you. Then Friday night, we actually have... Friday night. Where's Friday? Uh-oh. My thing's not working. No. There we go. There we go. Friday night, the 20th. We've got the Porsche 911. Forgive the photo. That is Nordschleife track. We're going to be running the Porsche 911 at Nürburgring GP. Same time for Friday night. So Thursday and Friday night. 5 o'clock practice, 6 o'clock race, and then following that on Saturday. Now, this one I'm going to miss, unfortunately, because I'm going to be working on the car, but I'll set it up for all of you. Maybe we can find, maybe Devin will be able to run in this event, but Saturday morning, so this should work for our Euro friends as well. We're going to be doing the Rallycross at the Daytona track, practice at 1 p.m., qualifying race 2 o'clock, and then on Sunday... we will have the Ferrari. Actually, it's going to be all the GTE cars at Sebring, and that'll be Sunday at 1 and 2 o'clock. So these are going to be open setups. Joa? No, these are going to be fixed setups, you guys. We're gonna run fixed setups. I don't want to have to make everybody start scrambling for setups at the last minute. Anyway, for all of these events, we will be streaming the audio of me and my friends on patron friends on Discord during the race. We're going to be having a good time. I'm going to try to come up with a few prizes and giveaways to do we'll certainly be doing sticker giveaways during the stream and some other goodies that I have to give away during these events. And then we're going to do another 4 races coming up the following week through New Year's weekend. So this is all just in the name of fun, just hanging out with friends and killing time over the holidays. So hopefully you'll be able to tune in, race with us, or at least watch them. It's going to be fun. Looking forward to it. Anyway, tune back in today at 3 o'clock here on YouTube. We'll be back for Hot Lap Hump Day with Ricmotech. And we got to get her done. We got to score some points. We still have an outside chance of winning the championship, but it's going to take a miracle. But we can do it. It's possible. It could be done. That's going to do it for today. Get out there, do some racing. This is the Simpit. I'm Shaun Cole, and I'll see you on the track.